My name is Emilie Neukomm and I'm the Vice President of EPWN Zug Zurich. Welcome to everyone here in Siemens.
So let's take a look at the next generation. So what are they? Because you know, when top qualified talents are becoming a very scarce resource, then the trust and the reputation of an employer will be a major differentiator. So if people do not trust me as an employer, if they don't feel this is a good company to work for, then they would not apply. Because question one is, how do people feel at this company? Would I be satisfied working there? Would it be cool? Question number two, how about leadership in the company? How do leaders lead in this company? Are they role models? Are they people who are interesting to work for, learn from? And thirdly, how can I develop in this company? So in the future work forum, since a couple of years already, we don't speak about employment any longer, we call it employment. The world. Where you don't see a red line in their CV. These are the most interesting applications I've ever seen. So people who do not fit in any of the schemes we have, these are much more relevant. They can really change the world.
What studies have found is that our brains are actually changing dramatically. The wiring changes. When in 2006 the Generation Y was asked what the workplace needs to offer them, they expected not only professional training but also personal development. It's interesting, you know, it's not just I want to succeed in my profession, but I want to develop myself. But that generation has an awareness about financial problems that hasn't happened before. What we also see is that they are not brand loyal anymore, but they're really looking for performance. What they actually embrace is a new word, kidpreneur revolution. We're not having the entrepreneurs anymore, we have the kidpreneurs.
Companies, the topic of employee engagement does play a larger and larger role, because it's the ability somehow as a company to bond people, also emotionally, to a company. Someone comes in the morning and maybe wants to go for a run or jogging over lunchtime and asks, can I do this? And this is where the interaction with the direct manager happens. And some managers react like, sure, sorry, we don't have a shower yet, but let's see what we can do. Others have already a shower. Others would say, why? Why would you want to go running over lunchtime? We have a lot to do. And she told me that 15 years ago, she had the situation that she was pregnant. She had a little kid, and she was single mom, and she had a manager who really supported her. He did everything somehow to make it work out, accommodate her needs. And what she said, you know what? I've never forgotten this until today. That's what still drives me. It starts in your mind. The way you think about yourself and how you treat the person who is maybe in a different frame of reference, who's in your team.
And how is it for you as a leader? As we heard, it's about not only about the generations, but also what else is important for my employees.
As a leader, I do try to think about the specific needs for the not just the women on the team, but for the entire team. And I do try to bring in a diverse team.
The experiment he did, and he's really taken it to different levels. He's training now school kids to work together in peer groups, teaching each other. And what he's saying is that it doesn't take a teacher anymore to teach something, it takes somebody.
A good question.
We still see that some positions are filled with men. meaning engineer positionings and things like that. My question would be, what has to happen to change that?
They're playing ice hockey since decades. And now the women come and want to take part of it. They said, we have the right to play with you. We want to be part of the game. The problem is they come in football shoes and football equipment. My preferred option is they sit together and define a new game.
This is why we, for example, decided much more aggressively now in Germany for Siemens to have our own childcare on site. Ramping it up to 2,000 places soon, and might be not enough at all, but we're increasing. So we're kind of opening every other month now a kita or a childcare facility, because we believe let's do something which enables them really to come back fast. So the biggest gap we have seen is that, at least in Germany, they take too long until they come back.
The event tonight, Working Across Generations, for me was one of the most thought-provoking and inspiring events we've had in our network.
It was interesting hearing some different perspectives on an important topic, so it was great to hear that, and also a nice opportunity to meet people from outside of our own organization.
Es war ein inspirierender Speaker, es war ein inspirierendes Podium, es war wirklich ein Event auf hohem Niveau.
I take a lot back home, and I hope we have more and more from this from EPWN. It was great.